Auzubillahiminashaitanirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, student. Good morning to everyone. This is me, Muhammad Rahim. Uh, we are again here in chemistry, class 10th, with the same chapter number 14, and environmental chemistry 1, atmosphere. Today's topic is acid rain and its effects. Acid rain and its effects on the earth environment. What actually acid rain is? The term acid rain is used to describe, to explain the rainfall that has pH level of less than 5.6. That rainfalls that has pH level less than 5.6, it means that is acid rain. The word acid and base, acidity and basicity, these are two words. If we see on the pH means power of hydrogen. pH means power of hydrogen in any solution, in any solvent, in any solution. Power of hydrogen, always power of hydrogen. So if the power of hydrogen is less than 5.6, so it means that this solution is acidic. So here also the acid rain has the pH which is less than 5.6, so therefore it is called acid rain. So one thing more we should clear here. You people can see on your book, the same book, chapter 2, I think, on page number 32, there is a universal indicator solution, pH of universal solution. There is a scale. In that scale, you people can see there are numbers, different numbers from 1 to 14. It means that those as we said that there is a scale, a pH scale, we call them. On that pH scale, there is different number and different levels from 1 to 14. Here we can find a solution is basic or it is acidic. So the numbering from 1 to 7, from 1 to 6.9, nearly to 7, it is acidic. If a solution is pH level less than 6, less than 7, it means it is acidic. If a solution has pH above than 7, it means it is basic. So the all the solutions that have pH from 1 to 6.9 are acidic, and all those solutions which has pH above than 7 to 14, it means they are basic in nature. The solution which is pH 7, that is natural, neutral in this sense, that will be called neutral solution. So here you can see that the acid rain, if we check, if we determine the pH of the pH level of the acid rain, so it gives result less than 5.6, so it means it is acidic, so therefore we call it acid rain. Also formed when oxides of sulfur or nitrogen combine with the moisture in the atmosphere. When two types of oxides, sulfur oxides and nitrogen oxides, combine with the water, with the moisture in atmosphere, they make sulfuric acid and nitric acid. When rain falls, when rainfall This sulfuric and nitric acid, they combine with rainwater, with rainwater molecule H2O, then they make it acidic, so we called it acidic rain. The sulfur dioxide reacts with oxygen of the air. The sulfur, the oxides of sulfur, they are present in the atmosphere. They reacts with the oxygen from air is mixture of gases. The oxygen present in the air reacts with the sulfur dioxide present in the atmosphere to give SO3 sulfur, which on combining with water forms H2SO4, hydrogen sulfate. Uh, Now you can see the chemical reaction: 2SO2, sulfur dioxide, two molecules combine with two atoms of oxygen and they make 2SO3. Uh, mm, and this uh, 2SO3 trioxide, sulfur trioxide, combines with the water of with the waters H2O and then give H2SO4. Similarly, the oxides of nitrogen combines with water atmosphere to form acidic products like NO2 and water. So this hydrogen sulfuric acid are formed here in this situation. Causes of acid rain. What actually the causes of acid rains are? The same types of two oxides, two types of oxides, sulfur oxides and nitrogen oxide. These two are the main causes of acid rain when they are present in the atmosphere and they combines with air, with water, with moisture. Then they mix with the water, rainwater, and uh, in the form of rain, in the form of rainwater, they fall on the ground, on the earth, and it will be called acid rain. So therefore the water becomes acidic. Effects: environmental damages it has on the environment, acid rain, and directly destroy the life forms, life living organisms, plants, microorganisms. Where this acid rain falls, all the life forms will be destroyed, will be disturbed by this acid rain. Also has adverse impacts on forests, because when they falls on the leaves of the trees of forests, ultimately they will be damaged and they will be denatured, they will be decomposed. Fresh water and soils, killing of insects and aquatic life forms also will be destroyed indirectly or directly by acid rains, because when the water of acid rains aids into the aquatic ecosystems, so they will ultimately disturb the aquatic life. Aquatic life, the living organism living in the water, like fishes, and that frogs and other aquatic organisms, uh, causing also damage to buildings, uh, and having possible impact on human health. In case of these buildings, it also damage the building structure, its color, and its structure also damaged by acid rain, and also uh, affects the human health, because the skin of a human being and eyes are also affected by this acid rain, as it falls on the ground level. Prevention of acid rain. How can we prevent? Uh, There is just only one way to prevent it, and that international treaties. International treaties is a term used for agreement among the countries on international level. So there should be a number of international treaties among the countries, among the big cities of the countries, between two countries, between two cities, huge cities. So there should be a number of international treaties that can reduce the acid rain, that can reduce the emission of hazardous gases into the atmosphere that can cause less acid rain, so we can prevent from acid rain. International treaties, a term used for agreement between two countries or two cities on international level, like that Montreal and K2, they are two countries. Sorry, they are two cities. Uh, the treaties were there for a long range transport of atmospheric pollutants. This was the treaties between these two cities. Montreal, Montreal is the city. It is a seaport city, and it is in Canada. It is the second largest city in Canada. Um, that Montreal Island was it is situated there. So and the second one is Kyoto. Kyoto is in Japan, and it is also famous in an ancient city. It is of Japan. It was also called imperial capital of Japan. So between these two countries, there was an international treaty that there will not be long range transport between these two cities, as atmospheric pollutants have been agreed to reduce the acid rain indirectly by reducing long range transport. They can reduce the emission of hazardous gases, dangerous gases. So by these gases, the acid rain can reduce. So this is the prevention. Today's second topic, that is ozone layer and ozone depletion and its effects. What is ozone? What is ozone depletion, and what is its effects? These three terms we should understand in this topic. What is ozone? Ozone is a protective layer of ozone gas. When three atoms of oxygen combines O3, they make ozone gas. And this layer is protect our earth from ultraviolet radiations coming from sun. It's this ozone layer cover our earth from all around the sides, from all sides. And this ozone is the capacity, is the ability to absorb the ultraviolet radiations and change them into infrared radiations, because infrared radiations are not that much dangerous as these ultraviolet radiations are dangerous for life on earth. So this ozone is the only cause of protection from these ultraviolet radiations, from these hazardous radiations that are coming from sun. So ozone is that layer, and ozone is actually three carbons of oxygen when they combine. So O3 is ozone, and ozone layer is that layer which protects our earth from radius ultraviolet radiations. And ozone depletion means when there is departure in the ozone layer, when there is their structure is disturbed, their structure is destroyed, so that is called ozone depletion. O3 You can see here O3 combines with HV and O plus O2. सही है. uh, Ultraviolet radiations, high energy radiations, violet radiations come from suns, and when they combines with O3, then this O3 change into O and O2, and it means in carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. So this this how this protect us. And the carbon dioxide, uh, sorry, um, oxygen O2 produced again combined with the atomic oxygen to yield the ozone bake. When the ultraviolet radiations come, look on this chemical reaction. When the ultraviolet radiations comes and they react with O3, ozone layer, then the O3 is departed, and it is break down into one atomic oxygen and O2 and two molecular oxygens. When this O2 produces, it combines again with atmospheric oxygen, means with this one or with atomic oxygen, and to produce to yield the ozone bake. So O2 when combines with O, this again this again produces O3, means ozone is again. In the late 1970s, scientists found some chemical called CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs, that damages the ozone layer, which protect this protective layer. The chlorine of these CFCs reacts with the ozone. When Cl, chlorine from CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, when these carbons has chlorine, fluorine and carbons, when the chlorine from CFCs reacts with ozone O3, uh, actually it departure its structure, it damage its structure, means ozone structures, uh, and they break the one oxygen from O3. So ClO and O2 is separated breakdown, and this O3 is again in atomic oxygen and molecular oxygen. This again combines with this, and oxygen is chlorine is separately, and O2 is remains. As it is seen above that this is chain reaction, and a single chlorine atom depletes thousands of ozone molecules, and thus the ozone is constantly depleting. How like these CFCs deplete this ozone layer, which is in stratosphere, and highly energetic and dangerous ultraviolet radiations are protected by this ozone layer. Effects. What are the effects of this ozone layers? Deflection of ozone, increase the skin cancer to humans. If these ultraviolet radiations are allowed to come on the earth, there will be an increase in the skin cancer to humans, and also destroy the microorganisms, and thus the misbalance of the entire ecosystem will be disturbed. There will be misbalancing, there will be less microorganisms, and other things will be in high quantity, so there will be a misbalance of ecosystem. Also causes global warming directly or indirectly. These all are the effects of this ozone deflation. And the increase in ultraviolet radiation, uh, this causes directly or indirectly this global warming. The ozone hole yet discovered is at the Antarctic region, where the life is not so abundant. So these are um, presently just found in the that and they are just discovered on the Antarctic regions of the world. And this is all about today's topic. Thank you all of you students.